Hello everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome to my channel Learn French with Teelam. And today we are going to learn to introduce ourselves in French. Présentez-vous en français. So, in order to introduce ourselves in French, we must know two verbs être and avoir. And you can see on the screen the verb être au présent. Être means to be. Let's see the conjugations of this verb. So you have je suis, which means I am. Tu es, which means you are. This tu is informal one that you use with your friends and family and the people you are familiar with. Then you have il est, elle est, he is, she is. Nous sommes, we are, vous êtes, which means you are, and this you is formal and plural one. It is formal as we have in Hindi aap, and it can be used as aap sab. Ils sont, they are, and elles sont, they are. The difference between these two, ils and elles sont, is that the first one, ils sont, is used for males only, that is masculine, and then you have elles sont, which is used for feminines only. Let's read the conjugations for pronunciations. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. Let's see the next verb, which is avoir, and you can see on the screen le verbe avoir au présent. Avoir means to have, and the conjugations are j'ai, which means I have, tu as, you have, il a, he has, elle a, she has. Nous avons, we have, vous avez, you have. Ils ont, they have, and elles ont, they have. Again, you must remember here that tu as is an informal one, like in Hindi we have tu, and vous avez is formal one, like in Hindi we have aap and aap sab. Then you have ils ont, which is masculine. Again, you must remember this is used for males only. And then you have elles ont, which is used for females only. So let's learn to tell our names in French. So the question will be, comment vous vous appelez? Vous vous appelez comment? Which means, what is your name? Comment vous vous appelez? Vous vous appelez comment? आपका नाम क्या है? And you will answer, je m'appelle Jimmy. You can see on the screen, je m'appelle Jimmy. That means my name is Jimmy. You can have the same question with tu form. Comment tu t'appelles? Tu t'appelles comment? What is your name? Okay, and then again you can answer, je m'appelle Sophie. Whatever your name is, you will tell saying, je m'appelle Sophie. Je m'appelle Jimmy. So you can ask this question in two ways, with vous form or with tu form. The difference with vous is that it is like formal, आपका नाम क्या है, and tu t'appelles is informal, तुम्हारा नाम क्या है. And you will answer, je m'appelle Jimmy, मेरा नाम Jimmy है. Je m'appelle Sophie, मेरा नाम Sophie है. Now, let's learn to tell our age in French. And the question will be, as you can see on the screen, quel âge avez-vous? What is your age? Quel âge avez-vous? आपकी उम्र क्या है? And the answer will be, j'ai 20 ans. I am 20 years old. J'ai 20 ans. Tu as 20 ans. Il a 20 ans. Elle a 20 ans. And you can see the translations in front. Nous avons 20 ans. We are 20 years old. Vous avez 20 ans. You are 20 years old. Ils ont 20 ans. Elles ont 20 ans. They are 20 years old. I will read it once again and you can repeat after me for the pronunciations. J'ai 20 ans. Tu as 20 ans. Il a 20 ans. Elle a 20 ans. Nous avons 20 ans. Vous avez 20 ans. Ils ont 20 ans. Elles ont 20 ans. And you can see how we are using avoir verb here to tell our age. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Now, the next question will be, où habitez-vous? Which means, where do you live? Où habitez-vous? And you will answer, j'habite à New Delhi. I live in New Delhi. Tu habites à Paris. You live in Paris. Il habite à Tokyo. Elle habite à Tokyo. He, she lives in Tokyo. Nous habitons à New York. We live in New York. Vous habitez à Madrid. You live in Madrid. Ils habitent à Londres. Elles habitent à Londres. They live in London. I'll repeat this once again. J'habite à New Delhi. Tu habites à Paris. Il habite à Tokyo. Elle habite à Tokyo. Nous habitons à New York. Vous habitez à Madrid. Ils habitent à Londres. Elles habitent à Londres. This is how you will tell where do you live. Now let's learn to tell our professions. And the question will be, quelle est votre profession? What is your profession? And if you are a student, you will say, je suis étudiant. Je suis étudiant. And if you are a female student, you will say, je suis étudiante. In the word étudiant, you will add an E at the end and it becomes feminine. Tu es professeur. You are professor. And if the professor is feminine, you will add E at the end of the word professor and it becomes feminine. Il est musicien. Il est musicien, which means he is musician. Okay? And the female version of musician will be elle est musicienne. She is musician. Nous sommes journalistes. We are journalists. Nous sommes journalistes. Vous êtes avocat. You are advocate. Ils sont étudiants. Elles sont étudiantes. Which means in English they are students. But in French, for masculine and feminine, you have different ways to say. You have ils, they, masculine. They are student, it means only boys. When you say elles sont étudiantes, this means this is only for girls. This is feminine. That means they are students, but female ones. Let's read it once more. Je suis étudiant. Je suis étudiante. Tu es professeur. Tu es professeur. Il est musicien. Elle est musicienne. Nous sommes journalistes. Vous êtes avocat. Ils sont étudiants. Elles sont étudiantes. Now, let's learn to tell our nationalities. And the question will be, quelle est votre nationalité? Quelle est votre nationalité? Which means, what is your nationality? And the answer will be, je suis indien. If it is male, the subject is male, we will say, je suis indien. And if this je, I is feminine, we will say, je suis indienne. Okay, which means I am Indian. Then tu es français, and again to make it feminine you will say tu es française. Tu es français, tu es française. Il est canadien, elle est canadienne. And you can see the translations in front. Nous sommes indiens, we are Indians. Ils sont américains, elles sont américaines. They are Americans. So, you can see the difference in masculine and feminine. To make a word feminine here, in indien you are adding an E and it becomes feminine. In français, you are adding an E and it becomes feminine, française. In canadien, you are adding an NE to make it feminine and it becomes elle est canadienne. To make plural, you are adding an S. Nous sommes indiens because the subject is plural. Ils sont américains, again, you added an S. Elles sont américaines, here you added an ES to make them plural. I hope you like this video as well. Merci et à bientôt. Thanks and see you soon. Like, subscribe and share.